Whilst watching The Face of Evil, written by Chris Boucher, have you ever wondered when did the Fourth Doctor first arrive on the planet Mordee? During this visit, the Doctor undertook repairs on the colonist ship's computer, connecting his own mind to the computer under the assumption that its data core was badly damaged.
When the ship was stranded, the computer broke down. I thought the data core had been damaged, so I renewed it by making a direct link with the compatible centers of my own brain.
But unbeknownst to him, through the many years and generations of colonists who had desperately worked on the computer in an effort to repair it, it had evolved into a complete new form of intelligent life, calling itself Xoanon. And after the Doctor's departure, Xoanon awakened with the Doctor's personality, but also developed its own personality, leading to it going insane and developing schizophrenia. This transformation resulted in Xoanon reshaping the world in its own image, creating rival tribes, the Sevatim and the Tesh. Although it's stated in the story that this adventure actually happened in the Fourth Doctor's past, it's an off-screen adventure. So when exactly in the Fourth Doctor's timeline did he first arrive on the planet Mordee and encounter these colonists? Well, according to the Target novelization that was adapted by Terrance Dicks and released in 1978, it actually explains this. In Chapter 9 of the novel, the Doctor says it happened somewhere near the beginning of that business with the giant robot, meaning the Fourth Doctor's first story, Robot. The Doctor had just not long regenerated and was suffering the effects of post-regenerational trauma. He had been in a confused, irresponsible state, his new personality still not fully established, which explains why his memories of arriving on the planet were still hazy. One night during those events of Robot, the Doctor had this strong desire to just leave in the TARDIS and go somewhere. And he did. He sped off alone in the TARDIS to another time on another planet, arriving on Mordee. He had found the colonists in trouble, repaired their computer with careless expertise, and gone on his way, leaving what he now realized was a terrible legacy behind him. Now somehow his unconscious mind knew, and it had brought him back to the planet to undo the harm he had done. So this adventure actually happened before even the resolution of Robot, because the story ends with the Doctor, Sarah and Harry going off together in the TARDIS. So I'm guessing this happened sometime either after or possibly before the Doctor tied up Harry and put him in the cupboard. But just ignoring the Target book entirely, it is also possible that this adventure could have actually taken place any time before The Face of Evil. It could have even happened in between this story and The Deadly Assassin, where the Doctor was travelling solo, because I like to think that there were a few solo adventures with the Fourth Doctor travelling on his own, and Big Finish themselves have even explored this period as well. But it's little added things like this that make the Target novel such a fun way of revisiting these stories. It's something that isn't really necessary at all, but Terrance Dicks himself thought that it was, and I love that. Like in the story, the planet is never actually named. The Doctor just says, of course, the Mordee expedition, and we as the viewer are just uncertain whether Mordee was a race of people or was the name of the planet. But thanks to the Discontinuity Guide published in 1995, it explains that Mordee itself is the name of the planet. But I'm just really surprised Big Finish has never wanted to explore this themselves and tell their own version of the first time the Fourth Doctor arrived on the planet. But I'm curious to know, when do you think the Doctor's first encounter with the colonists actually happened in his timeline? Do you think it happened somewhere in between seasons 12 and 13? Or do you just go with the Target novelization as the backstory? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. I would be extremely grateful if you could leave a like on the video, that way more people can see it. And be sure to subscribe to the Who View YouTube channel, so you can never miss a video. Until then, I hope to see you next time, but bye for now.